Alright, what is going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC 271. Had a big switch up with my work schedule this week, so I've been super busy during the day, and I've had to adjust my whole schedule around. So, fight tape, haven't had nearly enough time, and when I do, I have to upload these videos late, but it's only going to be for this week, just a little bit off my pace, and should pick it up next week. But enough of that. We got Jeremiah Wells taking on Mike Mathetha. Mathetha, commonly referred to as Blood Diamond, he is listed as that a lot. Surprisingly, Wells listed as having a half-inch advantage in reach. Mathetha is huge for this weight class. I don't know how he makes the weight. I mean, maybe it's just those King of the Ring angles they got on the camera makes him look enormous. But yeah, he's a very rangy striker and training out of City Kickboxing now. I believe a recent addition, and Wells, Henzo Gracie, Philly. So I will start with Blood Diamond. This will be his fourth pro MMA fight. And surprisingly, he does have a win by rear naked choke against the guy who's making his professional debut, but he does have it. We can see that he's been training MMA for a while now, since at least 2017. So it's not like he's a total fish out of water. I'm sure he does have some decent attributes in terms of get up ability, just anything not in the striking realm. I don't think he's just a complete fish out of water, especially because now he's at City Kickboxing. But there's also not a ton to go off of. He's not like a kickboxer on the level of Adesanya, obviously. I wouldn't even say he's on the level of Carlos Ulberg, but he is a very good striker. I would say that he has the striking advantage in this fight in terms of pure technique. He's got very good counters, and he is very durable too. That's what I like about his game. He's definitely got a chin, and he's one of those fighters that will just eat a combination in order to return a heavy shot that could get the knockout. I've seen him do that a few times. He's kind of unorthodox with his kicking game. He gets these powerful kicks off from weird angles. He is a little bit hittable though. Like he's got like a weird guard. It's kind of in that no man's land where it's like his head is still a little bit vulnerable, but he's really vulnerable to the body. I guess we can call it a high guard. He's just kind of got like a weird body type. So he is a little bit hittable, but again, he's durable and he'll just eat a couple body shots and return a big hook over the top. He's gotten a couple knockouts that way. But yeah, if you want to watch the tape on Blood Diamonds, mostly King of the Ring, this is the King of the Ring tape study. So we got to wonder where his cardio is at. This is going to be a huge test. It's going to be an exhausting, violent fight, too, because Jeremiah Wells typically pushes the pace. But yeah, we just don't have a lot to go off of with how good is Blood Diamond going to defend takedowns, especially against a guy like Wells, who definitely has some takedown and grappling acumen. A lot of it, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, it's tough to say what we really got in Blood Diamond. I always worry about these matchups where you got a primary kickboxer coming in. A lot of 3-round fights. Not a lot of repetition on the ground. We've never seen him test it in a fight against a grappler who's trying to impose his fight. So, yeah, just a ton of unknowns for Blood Diamond, but he does have the tools. He's at the right gym, and, he's going to do his discipline well here. He's got the kickboxing and overall striking advantage in terms of technique, I would say. But for Jeremiah Wells, training out of Henzo Gracie, Philly, excellent gym, great grappling gym. We got Pat Sabatini, Sean Brady, who's more in his weight class. I think he used to train at Martinez BJJ, which is where the Dawkins brothers are at. It's in Mayfair. And I know he's been training at Henzo Gracie, Philly for at least the last couple years. But, a lot of these guys in the Philly regional scene, there's a lot of cross-training going on. But, yeah, that's a great gym. There's a couple names to keep an eye on in that gym, too, coming down the pipeline, and they're all great grapplers, too. And, yeah, it's just a very high-level wrestling and grappling gym. And Wells does have a black belt. Very explosive to everything he does, punches and takedowns. He's got a few body slam takedowns in his career. And just, yeah, a ton of intensity with Jeremiah Wells. Heavy hands, and it's a lot of heavy 1-2s from Wells, but he does switch stances a lot. He's got very good footwork, and he lands some of these punches from weird angles. Like he was in southpaw and he landed like a straight right while he was like in the middle of switching stances, and that like stunned Alves. And then just beautiful follow up right hook catches him clean on the chin, and the follow up ground and pound put him out cold. But yeah, Jeremiah Wells is crazy, man. Very explosive. Everything he throws is a bomb. He's got a couple crazy knockouts with CFFC that you should definitely go watch. But yeah, he's held the CFFC belt and the CES belt, so very good resume on the regional scene. Those are great promotions. I would say CFFC is the toughest regional promotion in the U.S. Maybe the argument can be made for LFA, but yeah, I think CFFC, at least over the last couple years, is a really tough place to hold the belt at. You know, pretty much everybody who's had the belt there has had some level of success in the UFC, and Wells hoping to build on that huge debut win. He's already got that under his belt, but yeah, the one thing I worry about with him is obviously cardio because his pace is just so heavy. And also, he does throw these looping shots. He does kind of leave a little bit of an opening to get countered. But at the same time, he just throws with so much power. You know, he's one of those fighters where even if you're going to block the shot, it's going to, geez, I need some water, but it's going to be, it's going to do some level of damage, even if you're just blocking it because there's just so much force. And yeah, very violent fighter. I would say this fight does not go the distance. The under 1.5 is -155 on DK. I don't hate it, but if we're gonna break this one down, I think you just gotta go with Jeremiah Wells because, I mean, if it goes over a round, we're gonna see what we have in Blood Diamond. But I just think that Jeremiah Wells is gonna be able to punch his way into a takedown, and then I just think that he's either going to get the ground and pound KO or he's going to submit him because, yeah, Blood Diamond's been training for a few years. Like, I get it, but we've seen these fighters from Renzo Gracie Philly just steamroll these, credentialed grapplers in their own right. And I just think that the level of training partners and how long he's been fighting, the level at which he's been fighting MMA, I just can't see how Blood Diamond is going to come in here and win this fight. I'd be shocked if Wells can't take him down and do some damage. I mean, if Blood Diamond is durable enough to survive, we'll see, because Wells does tend to gas out if he pushes a heavy pace, but he does have good cardio at the same time. He's gone 5 rounds. Again, he wasn't pushing the pace in that fight, but, he's pretty well conditioned, and I can't see it. Part of me just worries just a little bit though, because like I said, the gas tank and how he leaves himself kind of open. But at the end of the day, I just don't see how you can't pick Jeremiah Wells. And at -235, I think it's a pretty good price. I'm going to bet it. And I'm also going to take a look and see what we got for inside the distance. I have a feeling we're going to get a decent line on that. It's tough to pick a specific method. I mean, I guess I would say knockout because Wells just has so much power and so much intensity. He knows how to finish the fight. I would definitely say knockout, but I mean the submission attempt is probably going to be there against a guy who's this green. So, yeah, Jeremiah Wells is the pick. Jeremiah Wells inside the distance. Most likely going to bet that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sure to subscribe and take it easy.